subscribe and press the bell icon. We are back with the latest cue card sample for January to April 2020. Before proceeding, please subscribe to our another channel IELTS Wala. Link is in the description box of this video. You can find that at the end. To enjoy complete IELTS course, full IELTS course is available on that channel, including vocabulary, especially for writing and speaking. So go and check the description box at the last and subscribe that channel to enjoy the complete course. Have a look onto this cue card. This is very important cue card for IELTS exam, and the cue card is: describe an article that you read from a magazine or newspaper. And the cues for this cue card is what the article was, when and where you read it, what you learned from the article, and explain why you think it is a good or bad article. Have a look on sample answer. Before proceeding, you in this cue card you have to talk about an article which you have read in a magazine or on newspaper. So you have to describe any of the one article which you read from any magazine or from any newspaper, and in the cues you have to tell that what that article was about, and when and where you read that article, and what you learned from that article, and you have to explain that what you think that it was a good article or bad article. Have a look that this is in past, so you have to talk in past. Be careful in choosing that it is in past, present or future, because it means a lot in speaking marking. Have a look on band 9 sample answer. Well, I usually read a newspaper daily, and I also enjoy reading some technology and lifestyle related magazines. There are lots of interesting, thought provoking, and intriguing articles that I often enjoy, and today I would like to talk about one such article that I recently read from a newspaper. It was about the global warming and the environment changes, and how the humankind has contributed to this damage, and finally how to prevent it. This is not a new topic, but the article I'm talking about was written in a different perspective. It highlighted that changes that happened in the last one decade, and how these changes have already impacted our environment and life. I read this article 2-3 weeks ago, and this was written by a famous environmentalist, scientist, and researchers. I'm a bit confused whether should I say it as a bad news or good news, since this is a research and a statistical fact type article that showed the environmental changes in recent years. Temperature rise all around the world, the impact of it in our lives and in other species. Then it showed our ignorance about the severity of this danger, and then finally some solutions to mitigate the problem. The first few parts were like bad news, as they described how much we have already damaged the environment, but the final part of the news or article showed the light of hope, and explained that we still have the opportunity to save ourselves from the disaster. Some of the solutions were proposed, and then I considered being a good news. I have read numerous articles about the ozone layer, extinction of some species in the recent years, then the danger of health for the pollution, and many more similar topics. But this one was written in a different viewpoint, and try to explain that small changes in our perception and daily habit can save a lot. This article alerted us and then showed us our lack of awareness of the issue, and then gave the hope of making positive changes. I felt like I have adopted a different perception about this triggering issue, and felt the need to read more on the topic. The news helped me to understand our immediate attention to a dire issue, and how each of us can contribute to reducing the severity of this imminent problem. So that was all about the sample answer. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.